Okay, so now we're out in front, and Virgilia is going to keep going with this foot. What's your next step, Virgilio?
So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to put her foot up on the stand so we can go ahead and rasp the edges. And you'll see once I put it up how it still looks a little rough around the edges because I haven't smoothed anything out yet. So again, let her know that we're coming. We're going to go ahead and pull that foot. We're going to lift her foot only as high as she'll allow. Let her stretch. And then once she's done stretching, we're going to bring that stand and put the stand right to where she's comfortable. Now that we have her foot on the stand, we're going to start rasping from the heel, because you got to go from heel all the way to heel. And on the bottom side, this might be a little too much for you guys to see, but we did a 45-degree angle. Now we're going to do 90 on the top side to try to keep this horse's hoof from chipping and cracking on hard surfaces it has contact onto the ground.
Does the horse like having their feet trimmed?
They do, and I've noticed that some horses more than others really like having their foot on the stand because then you get to stretch, get a nice even stretch on the whole leg, and they really appreciate that, especially after a really cold day, cold night. They need to just get some blood flowing. So
how often do you need to do this for your horse?
We do this, some horses, you know, on average between every 6 to 8 weeks, but some horses may need it sooner than others or even longer than others. It all depends on the individual horse and how much growth we're getting on that foot on each cycle. So,
and what happens if they don't get trimmed?
If they don't get trimmed, they can, you know, get really sore as far as trying to, when you try to walk with a really long fingernail, or there's just so much pressure coming up that it's kind of, imagine walking around with clown shoes. It's just really uncomfortable. And you know, these horses are a lot bigger than we are, but that really affects them from the ground up. So what we're doing is we'll give her a little break, and you can see she looks really comfortable. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more modification on this foot. As you can see, this angle kind of starts going up and dishing up a little bit. We're gonna try to blend and smooth the rest of the foot, but you also need to be respectful to the horse and let her have her break as she needs it. And this job becomes really easy when she's happy.